It is very important tax function. So it is also one kind of running total, but based on the dates it will work. Okay, so it doesn't matter what other dates are in there, but it will calculate based on the exact date. So earlier is very important tax function. So first let me understand what is earlier function in Power BI. So earlier function returns the current value of the specified column in an outer evaluation pass of the mentioned column. Earlier is useful for nested calculations where you want to use a certain value as an input and produce calculations based on that input. In Microsoft Excel, you can do such calculation only within the context of the current row. However, in DAX, you can store the value of the input and then taken calculations using data from the entire table. Earlier is mostly used in the context of calculated columns. So earlier function is mostly we use in the scenarios of calculated columns. Very simple. We need to mention column and number we need to mention. So a number, a column or an expression that resolves to a column. Optional number is optional. Return value. The current value of row from the column at number of outer evaluation passes. Exceptions. Description of errors. Okay, they given some example. We'll see how they work. Count rows, filter, product, count rows, filter, product subcategory earlier. Mm, plus one total. Okay. Earlier function gets the top total. Okay, fine. So I will show you how exactly it is useful. Okay, let's go to the Power BI desktop. So I'm taking earlier one. So select the table, just load it. Okay, fine. Come here. So if you observe the data, here in the date column, we have January 2020 and February 2020, March 2020 and April 2020. And after April, there is a column, there is a row, July. Okay, July 2020 is there. But after that July, there is a June is there. Okay. For example, you have now data is not in sequential order, correct? So if it is not in, even though it is not in sequential order, but I want to calculate exact figure how much calculated. Okay, so if you observe here sales amount, what is here from July 1st July 2020 7,000 rupees and 1st June 2020 6,000 rupees. So if you do the calculation total MTD or total YTD or total YTD, so what will happen? So how it will calculate? It will calculate blindly 1000 plus 2000, right? Or if you want to from March 20 till March 20, you want to know the what is the running total means, what it will do, it will calculate 3000 plus 2000 plus 1000, it will blindly it will calculate, right? It doesn't care about the date order. Okay, now even though if it is not in the date order, I want to calculate. So for example, I want to know how much sales amount happened, so 1st June 2020, then so it should be skip this July 1, correct? So it should be calculate January, February, March, April, May, and then June, right? I don't want to calculate this one. Then what is the scenario? How we can possible? So very simple. Come here. Take a new column. Earlier equal to, so calculate sum of amount close. Then we can write filter function. Filter, what is the table name? My table name is company, comma, and what is the expression? My expression will be here dates. Here dates are in this company column. So here dates are greater than or equal to dates, because here dates are not in a sequential ladder. That I want to tell you. So date, right? Company of date greater than or equal to company dates. Just enter it. So anything now see what happened. So company sales amount and only sale total sales is coming. Okay. So but I want to filter. I want to running totals, right? From till February. What is the amount means 3,000, right? So where we have done mistake. Yes. Here we need to mention earlier. If you mention earlier, then everything works fine. Now enter. Now see the result. So if you mentioned earlier, what happens? So so till February, how much is sales happened? 3,000 rupees. How? 2,000 plus 1,000. How much? 3,000 rupees. Now till May, how much? 15,000. How? 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. Right? So till July 1st, how much? Till July 1st, 28,000. But till June, how much? 21,000. Is filtered or not? So this 7,000 is less, right? This 7,000 is ignored. Why? Our condition is greater than or equal to. Here dates are greater than or equal to. That's the reason why. If you keep less than or equal to, it won't work. If you don't understand the logic, very simple, you try with less than or equal to. If it is not getting right answer, then try with greater than or equal to. That's it, man. Now see. So what happened now? Greater less than or equal to means it is reverse. In reverse order it is calculated. So that difference you need to understand. That's it, nothing more than. So this is nothing but earlier function in Power BI. So very simple DAX function, very useful DAX function. Okay, DAX functions. Screen is not visible. So it's not visible. Hello?
Uh, Now it's visible, sir. Before that, it's not visible for me only. I
Oh, okay.
disconnected and connected again. Now it's visible.
Okay,
No
okay.
issue.
Maybe slower network.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine, sorry. So it's clear, huh? Understood this one?
Yes, yes, sir.
It's like it is also one kind of running total only, but it will be filtered based on the dates. So it whatever in the order, it doesn't care. If you apply total MTD, total QTD blindly, it will go right. So it doesn't care about the dates. So if you use earlier function, then you can able to filter the data. That is the difference. Okay. And round function everybody knows. It's a basically mathematical thing. So if you want to round decimals to whole numbers, decimals, if you want to round the numbers, decimal numbers, if you have too many decimals, after point you have so many decimals. So generally we'll put after decimals we'll put two only. So one or two decimals only will show in the reports generally. Okay, very simple. You take any data. I'm taking any one of file. Okay, so population I will take the population data. We have decimals, right? We'll round this one. Have errors, huh? Transform data. And null values I am removed. Any errors are found. Remove error. Yeah, errors also removed. Close and apply. Data format could not be converted to number. Discard changes. I'm deleting this file. So I'm connecting another file. There are some errors are there that those errors we cannot convert. Okay, so we don't have any errors. Come here now. Now here column names, column name one like this, it is there, right? So first of all, go to core editor. Remove top rows. One row, one row is enough for me. Now make this first row as header. Transform and home. Close and apply. Okay, so okay, fine. Now so we have a data here. It is in decimal number and the total population, this is also in decimal number. Okay, so I want to round now. This data is not visible, right? So when you take calculated column, it will visible. Round equal to round column unit mu. So pop total, right? POP pop total. How many numbers you want to round? 2. Just enter. Why it's not displaying? Don't summarize. Don't summarize. Of total, why it is displaying 0, sir? Okay, is something error. So check the data types. It's a decimal number only. Okay, fine, perfect, fine. And close and apply. Okay, we'll take another data. It's not displaying. I don't know why it is not displaying. Get data. So Excel or CSV. Any data you can take. Desktop and Power BI classes. Sample data for practice. So I'm loading this data now. Okay, this is fine. Come here. Okay, now check the data type. See here, this data type is in the text format, right? So if you change, see, if you apply round function, I don't think so it will work. We'll see. Round equal to round. So pop total part column. So how many numbers you want to round? I want to round two decimals. That's it. So after point I need only two. See, cannot convert any value type of text to numbers. Okay, that also is there. Huh? Okay, fine. Any values are there. So we cannot convert to round, right? So in this situation, come here. Here any values are right, and take off any values. Fine. Come here now. So now round function is working or not? Now see. So after 9.1, right? 0.917. So 7 is more than 5. So it's above 5, right? It's 5 or above 5. So then it will be rounded to next one is if it is more than 5. So here once you round here 9 1 is right, 9 2 is coming. So here also 9 6 already 8 6 is there, so that's the reason 8 6 will come. 6 8 is there, 6 8 after that 6 is there. So 6 also above 5, that's the reason why 6 9 is coming. Okay, so here 9 4 5, so that's the reason 5 9 5 will come. Okay, 5 or above 5 it will round. Okay, so now we don't have any error. So in this way we can use round functions, so maybe useful in showing any predictions, trust range predictions kind of things. Okay, you can understood, right? Okay, concatenate function is there. So very simple, very easy. Concatenate, so same like Excel. I don't know how to do, I did not work on Excel. Okay, very simple in Power BI. So concatenate means if you want to combine two strings, okay, so we can go for concatenate. Net in Power BI. Concatenate, very simple, joins two text strings into one text string, that's it. Very simple. Come here, hello world. Okay, so for example you want to concatenate first name and last name. So we'll see, we'll do one thing. Employee dataset, employee, okay, come here. So for that we need strings. Here we have two string text. This one is text, right? This one also text. For example, we'll try with two. Okay, job, employee name, and job. We'll try to concatenate. Right click, new column, concatenate equal to concatenate. Text one means e name, comma, and job. So two strings I mentioned, just entered. What will happen? See here. So employee name Smith and job clerk both are concatenated without spaces. But I want to concatenate with space or hyphen or any special character. Then what you need to do is very simple. So these two scenarios are very important. Okay. Mostly we use such kind of scenarios. Concatenate text one. What is the text one? Ename, right, comma, right, again concatenate, double quotes, space, comma, Now write text to. What is your text to? Job. Enter. Oh, okay, fine. Same column we cannot give. Concatenate one. Enter. Now see. So what I did, concatenate employee name, and again I taken concatenate in double quotes. So why double quotes? It's a text, it's a string, right? Okay. So double quotes. In double quotes I mentioned space. For example, you want to keep more spaces, more space, or you want to put hyphen or underscore coming up. So in this way we can use concatenate function. Okay, two different scenarios, so I explained. Okay, and one more thing, it's very simple, man. What is this? So lower and upper, in the name itself it is there. For example, you have a lowercase letters, so you have a uppercase letter, you want to convert as lower, then how? Very simple, just use lower, that's it, man. So for example, you have employee name in the in capital letters, right? You want to see this information in the small letters. Mention lower equal to lower e name, enter. So this information here it came, right? So it is converted into the lowercase letter. Now you want to convert lowercase to uppercase. Uppercase, upper equal to uppercase. So where is the lowercase here? So lower. Now it's converted again uppercase, right? So in this way we can convert lowercase to uppercase. And variables, variables are very important role. So in Power BI in real time we use variables. So there is a small syntax for the variables. So why, what is the variables and how we'll read the variables? So very simple. So variables will write with the var keyword. Okay, so there is a small syntax for that. Power BI classes, yeah. variable is there. Just open. Var where variable name. So var we can write capital letter var. So or small letter var also fine. Variable name whatever you want to. So equal to value or expression. Return variable name. Very simple. For example, I'm sending this example. Rank function where this is a where is a variable and this is a variable name. Whatever you want you can put it. So rank x we return and return this one. Okay, fine, you don't need to bother. So whatever you put in the return that it will return. Okay, we can write a number of things. So first of all I'm sending this file to you. Now, so variables, what is the importance of variable? Variable is for readability is very important. For readability is good and improving the performance of the query and simply debugging and very simple. Improve the performance. What is the benefit of variables means? Improve the performance, improve the readability, simply debugging and reduce the complexity. So these 4 points are very important. So how and where we declare the variables? Okay, very simple here. So come and take anyone. So take employee dataset only. So very simple. Okay. So for example, here salary is there, right? For example, you want to know total salary, you need to create one measure, correct? So that is the total salary, sum of salary. But you want to calculate one more average salary, so then we need to create one more measure. So for everything we need to create one so different measures, right? So within the measure we cannot write multiple things, correct? So but by using variables we can place all measures in one place. Okay, very simple. For example, so you want to know what is the total salary, you can mention what is the average salary, you can mention what is the maximum, what is the minimum, what however you want, how many you want, you can take it. It's very simple. Variable also we write in the measure, you don't need to confuse. Take a new measure a equal to my variable name is equal to a, shift enter, it will come to next line. Then we can write a small letter where r, you need to go for capital letter where variable we are variable name, my name variable name is v1 equal to write. Now we want to write sum of salary, shift enter. We are variable, I'm taking one more variable equal to average of salary, shift enter. Variable how many you want, you can write it. So here small letter also, blue and green combination, don't forget man. Readability is good, and max salary, shift enter. Return return, return, shift enter. In return what you want only v2. So v2, what is the v2 here? So average, only average, whatever we call it will come. So drag here, convert to card. So this is the average salary, and for example in return I will change V1. V1 what is? Sum of salary. See, value is changing up, or V1 plus V2. Enter. So 20 plus how much it is? So average salary plus sum of salary. Correct, right? Or you do V3. Values are changing or not? Maximum salary. What is maximum salary? Want to cross check? 3000 maximum salary. Now I want to do V1 plus V2 plus V3. Enter it. This is the total sum plus average plus maximum. So in this way we can calculate. So within the one variable we can able to calculate each and everything. Okay. So that is the scenario, and if you want I will explain one more best scenario. Okay. So for example, what is the scenario? Okay, we'll do one thing. For example, you want to know two columns count. Okay. So for example, salary column count and commission column count. You want both counts, but you want to you want count. You cannot write in single one, right? Correct, right? So in single measure we cannot calculate. You need to calculate two measures, right? So but in variable we can do what we can do. I will show you. So very simple. Take a new measure. I want sal count. I just mentioned count equal to shift enter. We are variable V1 equal to count of salary. Shift enter. Variable V2 equal to count of commission, right? So two columns. Shift enter. Return RETURN. Return. Shift enter. I want now V1 plus V2. What I am doing now? V1 plus V2. Just enter it. Now we can able to get the salary column count plus commission column count. Both will get. That's it. 17. Check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 12 13 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 11 plus 6 17. Okay. So in this way we can use these variables. Okay. So very important, very simple. So whenever you face the situation you will get to know how to handle and all this. So you don't need to worry. Google is there. In the Google also you can get it. Okay. So if you couldn't do anything, so contact me. Okay, I will help you out. Okay. This is about variables.